Hi and welcome back. Today you're going to step into the life of FND through three lovely ladies who have been kind and brave enough to share videos and experiences with me of how they have to deal with this disorder and what they frequently have to battle with. Just a quick warning that some of the videos can be a bit distressing, so please don't watch it if you think it might trigger a symptom. Elliemae's first video shows her having tics in her neck, which has unfortunately progressed, leading to her being diagnosed with FND and a complex tic disorder. As you can see, Ellie's seizures are violent and I imagine extremely exhausting too. You can see how having these could potentially lead to injury, especially if Ellie is standing when one starts. This video shows you what Ellie's walking is like. I don't know about you, but to me this looks painful. Her legs wobble like jelly and at times almost look like they are at breaking point. This second part shows you how with every step it seems her energy levels are struggling and she is getting closer and closer to the ground. Having experienced similar issues with leg weakness, I can tell you for a fact the strain that this puts on your knees, your hips, all your joints, and for me it takes days to recover. It's horrible watching other people go through this, but to watch someone as young as Elliemae is heartbreaking. I believe Ellie's just left school and has a whole life ahead of her, and I really truly hope your symptoms do improve. You clearly work really hard to help yourself, and you're so brave to share this, to raise awareness for FND. So you just keep fighting, because you got this. This is Carlene. She has had FND since November 2020 and is still learning about this condition, and there certainly is a lot to learn. Carlene is a single mum of 3 boys. One of her sons has autism. Carlene sadly lost her stepdad last year and has also had to give up 2 jobs and her driving licence due to FND. Carlene had an active life with much ahead of her until one day she unfortunately woke up with stroke-like symptoms and progressed to having 15 to 20 seizures a day. Her speech has been on and off since, and she describes her memory as shot to pieces and mobility is bad. Carlene's seizures present differently to Elliemae's. You could see Carlene's neck spasming, leading to her head being forced back and forth. It looks as though she almost passes out and is then jolted by sudden and unwanted shakes and tics. Just one of these can be tiring, let alone 15 to 20 a day. As distressing as these videos are, it's nice to see Carlene has a loved one with her here. This can help keep Carlene calm through a seizure. It's also really important to know someone is there for you, watching over you and keeping you safe, and in a safe position and away from any possible risks to injury. Another symptom Carlene experiences is where one hand swells up and also changes colour. Carlene said what she struggles with most is having to give up her jobs and driving licence, and that she can't be the mum she once was, and how painful it is to see how this also affects her boys. It's hard to know what to say because this disorder often makes you grieve for your former self, which is what I think Carlene is experiencing a lot. But keep doing what you're doing. You've shared these videos with me to share with others in order to raise awareness, and that is immensely brave. One of the key points that stood out to me is that you said you're still learning, so it proves you're getting as much information as possible to fight and adapt, which means you're not going to give up, which is quite inspiring. This lovely lady is Pauline, and on a bad day, this is how FND affects Pauline's ability to walk. Pauline's arms look like they're trying to do their own thing. She's also leaning quite significantly to her left side, and legs look like they could give way without much warning. Pauline is clearly working hard here to stay upright, and I imagine much like Elliemae and Carlene, this was very exhausting for Pauline, and possibly caused aches and pains due to the way she is moving. It is impressive that even on a bad day, Pauline still pushed herself to walk. Pauline has this little dog, Rexy, that stays with her when she's having a seizure and looks after her. She says he's like her therapy dog. I have to say a little side note here that the day Pauline sent me this video was the day I went into urinary retention. We ended up talking about my issues and Pauline helped keep me calm and supported me while I was waiting for the ambulance to arrive, and then again once I was in A&E. It may not seem like much, but the conversation went from us talking about this video to me then leaning on Pauline for support and her providing that to someone she barely even knew, which I think is amazing and just shows what a caring person she is. Pauline has FND, but she still took the time to help me through a really worrying situation. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for that. I know these videos can be a little hard-hitting, but this is the life of FND. And sometimes people need to actually see what happens to someone in order for them to take it seriously and to start understanding it. There's far too many people out there that don't believe in FND. These warriors are fighting something you often couldn't even begin to understand. So don't ever make anyone feel bad about having something that they can't control. Thank you again, Elliemae, Carlene and Pauline, for sharing your experiences and videos and pictures with us. You truly are FND warriors.